It's a really great reminder every time I watch, I suppose, and again get reminded of the presence that I could always choose to be in when I watch Eckhart stuff. Um, and naturally, it's not because of himself, but he's like this a vessel, a reminder that I always have a choice. Because recently I had to file some taxes, and um, I was pretty much out of it. And you can see in my two videos ago, or previous video, that I was allowing frustrations to rise, but I wanted that to be part of the process of you getting to know me, particularly so that it's an additional reminder to all the beautiful things going on with people, other teachers or other guides, other reminders. Everyone's a mirror to ourselves. So this process that I was going through, and the dizziness coming back from my Meniere's, which I don't think I mentioned before. I do have Meniere's. And it's been always, most of the, literally 99% of the time, it's really good. Every once in a while, though, when I allow myself to either have too little or too much sodium, when I stress out, I don't sleep well, or I sleep late, it comes back, as in like the lightheadedness comes back. So I'm grateful for the fact that it's just the lightheadedness rather than the vertigo. But I noticed today that I was able to completely be present even when I got dizzy. I would just like pour in some water and my head tilted down this way and went down. I think it was just like a quick movement or whatever, a sudden movement. I don't know. But I was able to be present, and just allow for it. It's just kind of like the emotions that I was going through. But I also had to make a choice. So that was really interesting, and at the same time, being that kind of, or having that kind of presence return, and it was a total reminder. It was this automatic gratitude. It was amazing. And it can't always be like this kind of what you see right now, because I'm still learning, I'm still growing, and it's the whole process. In truth, life is life, and we go through cycles, and especially when we are unconscious and we are unaware or still partially sleeping, or we have awakened but we're still going through everything as it is. And we don't want to practice awareness because we have to, or because it's method, or because we want to escape something. It's a choice, but at the same time it has to come from a place of being natural. I don't know if that makes sense for some of you, but natural means that eventually your body becomes a physical, like a domain is sort of, that gets used to it. It becomes, you can say, deconditioned or reconditioned. So I can feel it where even when I'm talking, it's the awareness of that talking, this sort of this thing that happens, this awareness, this spacious. I'm the more I get into it, the more I'm also reminded. The more I basically become more and more and more and more conscious. The more it feels like the most natural thing. And sometimes we get reminded of those things like the spaciousness, the awareness, the deeper eye, as he calls it, the deep eye, reminders of when we make choices that can lead us to that lack of awareness, or rather the falling asleep again and being, I guess you can say, slave to emotions. And then that in itself becomes kind of like a catalyst again, or a kind of not catalyst. It becomes this reminder that it's like, oh, wait a second, So yeah, so I just wanted to share this video, and I think it definitely comes from the point in one's life when we're tired of the drama and the acting. The drama, that's why it's acting, right? That this life is a lesson. Earth is, it's the biggest classroom there is. But yeah, so, but when we're tired of it, not resistant towards it, just we want something more. Inner peace becomes this journey and even a destination. And so yeah, it just becomes more of this, it's not a desire anymore, it's an awareness that we long for, because it is our very own nature, our very own essence. So it's funny how even like the behavior like this, like the body language stuff, or I get now why like every time I go into this present moment, it's like I start to understand why Eckhart feels like that. It's very childlike, it's very clear, and it's very complete.